Namaskar from Dhananjaya and welcome to this video when we are still trying to reach up to the level of greatest minds of the world. We are making progress nonetheless, but we have still long way to go. So the topic in this video is teacher. First quotation is by Henry Adams. A teacher affects eternity. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell when his influence stops. Now, in casual conversation, social events, sometimes we start talking about teacher or about childhood in particular. And what we remember most are a few teachers. When a subject comes in your discussion or in your study, and the subject was one of the teachers taught in your 5th grade or high school, you immediately remember what that teacher had told you about that subject. So the memory of teacher remains throughout our life. We may not remember each and every one of our teachers, but many of the teachers we do remember and still continue to respect, no matter which grade, which level we were students. So a teacher affects eternity, at least entire life of individuals. But what the individuals do in their life also has the influence of teachers of the past and even teachers present, because the teacher does not have to be only limited to classrooms. You find among friends, among relatives, among leaders, anywhere, you find someone you are learning from. That is your teacher also. You are learning by observing elements of nature. Nature is your teacher also. You are learning from mistakes. You are learning from sad events. You are learning from loss. Those are your teachers too. So a teacher affects eternity. He can never tell when his influence stops. Swami Vivekananda. Experience is the supreme teacher. It makes knowledge useful. So what is meant by knowledge here is simply academic knowledge. You read a book and it informed you of certain aspects. That is knowledge. But when you apply that knowledge in your life, you develop experience, and that experience is supreme teacher. Knowledge, yes, knowledge is helpful, starting point. But knowledge is simply in the books. Knowledge may be even in your memory. But knowledge that you apply and experience in your life, this is where you learn. So experience is the supreme teacher. It makes knowledge useful. There is another angle to it. Similar to knowledge, you can have a set of beliefs. You may believe something to be true, or someone told you in your family or in your place of worship, somebody made a list that this is true, and you believe it. Without experiencing, without testing, it's a blind faith. So blind faith, blind belief, beware of it. When you examine, affirm, experience and imbibe, it is part of you. That belief has been tested and proven and experienced. That is true faith. So the next quotation is, this is another aspect of the influence of teacher by Swami Vivekananda again. External teacher offers only the suggestions. External teacher offers only the suggestions which rouse the internal teacher to work, to understand it. So the real learning comes through experience, and that happens within you. An external teacher can give you the knowledge, but he cannot force you to understand it, experience it. That depends on how attentive you are and how you apply that knowledge in your life. So the internal teacher is also a dimension of what is called Guru. Guru means the one who removes darkness. Darkness means ignorance. So ignorance is removed when your internal teacher leads you to experience what you learn from books and from external teachers. So that internal teacher is kind of pathway to divine knowledge, and that is necessary to make progress intellectually and spiritually. That is why I call Guru. Now, internal teacher is Guru, and in addition there may be an external teacher who is like a Guru, which means that external teacher is not a regular school teacher. It's a Guru outside of your personality, but has a deep influence on your personality, knows you inside out, and you do not hesitate to expose your weaknesses and your anxiety and curiosity. So it's a very close, very trusting relationship between an individual and a Guru, because Guru is essential, because the Guru is not sitting outside. Guru is also within you. So these two Gurus are not two, this is one. And to that one Guru, our whole body of literature has this important, significant part of it devoted to describing what a Guru is, to emphasizing the importance. And I know of many people, that includes me, that we have spent a lot of time and search and travel to meet and accept a Guru as our internal Guru, illuminator, the light within us. This one by Gautam Buddha. Great masters, which is teachers. Great masters don't answer questions. They answer the questioner. Which means a Guru, the great master, answers your questions or any other individual's question based on what he can figure out you are. So the same question asked by three different people may get three different answers from the same Guru. And I have told a beautiful story from Gautam Buddha, one of my videos. Is there God? So somebody asks, is there God? Buddha looks at him and he says, no. The second person asks, is there God? Buddha looks at him and says, yes. A third person asks, is there God? Buddha says, I don't know. But if you want to find out, let's sit together and meditate, and maybe you will find the answer. So when they sit together, eyes closed, attention on breathing and eyebrow center. Mind is empty. And then, in that moment of silence, the wisdom comes in and answers the question. And when both Buddha and this questioner awake, come out of meditation, Buddha's brother Ananda asked him, "Why are you confusing everybody? First person you say there is no God, second person you say there is God, third person you say you don't know. What's your answer? I'm disturbed about it. I think you should stop confusing people." So Buddha said, "Why are you confused? This wasn't your question I was answering. I don't answer questions. I answer the questionnaire. The first one was a true believer in God, but did not know God. So I told him, there is no God. So now he will question himself. He will try to find out what is God, rather than simply believe. The second one was a non-believer. He did not believe in God. He asked me, is there God? So if I said yes, he will be irritated, yes, but he will go and question himself that maybe he is wrong. If I had said no to him also, then he would say, yeah, Buddha agrees with me, there is no God. Or the first one said, yeah, Buddha agrees with me because there is God. But both of them don't know what is God. Third one did not know. He wasn't sure whether there is God or not. If I had answered him yes or no, he would simply accept my answer and stop his search, which is bad for him. So I said, I don't know either. Let's find out. So when in meditation, probably he got a glimpse of the supreme intelligence and the flow of energy and interconnectedness, all those different aspects of expressing the concept of God, then he may have got the answer. Or he may have got a hint that he needs to continue to examine and understand. So he knows his homework now. So, as Buddha is saying here, great masters don't answer questions. They answer the questioner. This one is by Leo Buscaglia. Ideal teachers are those who use themselves as bridges over which they invite their students to cross. So they are facilitating the students' learning to go beyond what this teacher has taught. Before they came, the students came to this teacher, they did not know what the teacher taught them. Now they know to go the next step. So teacher is the bridge between what they don't know and what they can know by going beyond on their own. So ideal teachers are those who use themselves as bridges over which they invite students to cross. Then, having facilitated their crossing, joyfully collapse the bridge, encouraging them to create bridges of their own. So, students should not become dependent on the teacher. That is the message. They learn, they should explore further, experience it, but not be limited to what is taught by the teacher. They must move beyond because the earlier bridge has collapsed. They have to build new bridges. They have to find new teachers, not only human teachers, but divine teachers, nature as teacher, environment as teacher, sun, moon, elements, trees, flowers, animals. Those all can be teachers if you are alert. So this is a beautiful message in this quotation. This is the definition of a good teacher. Nisargadatta Maharaj. No true teacher indulges in opinions. He teaches the facts. He teaches what he knows best. He does not teach that, look, this is appearing to be like that, measurement is this, but I don't think, or in my opinion, this is not right. It's not good to know or believe. So he does not confuse students by his opinions. He presents the knowledge as best known and as known as fact. So no true teacher indulges in opinions. He sees things as they are and shows them as they are. Nisargadatta Maharaj, the right disciple will always find the right teacher. This appears strange, that the right disciple will find the right teacher, which means all disciples are not right in the same sense. Simply, all teachers are not always right for all disciples. So the match depends on the level of the student to whom the teacher is teaching at the right level that student is capable of understanding. And the way a disciple is looking for a teacher or a guru, the guru or teacher is also looking for the suitable disciple or student. So they both are searching for one another. And it is also said in some other quotation that eventually the guru finds the disciple, because disciple would not recognize the guru even if he is standing in front of the disciple. So, but disciples' effort should be to prepare himself as a student first, because when the student is ready, the teacher appears in front of him from nowhere. So the right disciple will always find the right teacher. This last one has a very deep advice hidden in it by Jalaluddin Rumi. Whoever travels without a guide, of course, whenever you go to a new place, the first thing you look for a guide. Sightseeing in a city or in nature, you need a guide to show you the way where it is. And when you see what you went to see, he will explain what it means, how it came to be, what are the different aspects of it, what is the meaning, what is the origin, what it represents, how it inspires, etc., etc., and what you can learn from it. So a guide tells you what you want to know wherever you go. Of course, you don't need a guide to go to a place where you have been there many times and you have seen it and you have known a lot about it. So it's not for repetitive, but for first journey, first time you go somewhere, you need a guide. Because whoever travels without a guide needs 200 years for a 2-day journey. Now what it means is figuratively, not really that you will live 200 years to find what you can learn in 2 days with a guide. But it is a hint that instead of wasting your time, wasting your energy and failing to learn, you better find the right guide. Make your search easier and faster and more successful. So this is the sign of sincerity for knowing and dedication to the guide. The guide means anyone from whom you learned what you wanted to learn or what you did not know. You can be a guide, called a guide, or a teacher, or for deeper knowledge, self-awareness, a guru, or any element of nature where knowledge of the world exists. So good luck on your journey, our collective journey to higher wisdom, and a better future for humanity. Thank you for listening. Namaskar. We'll meet again.